Happy 20th birthday to the Department of Early Education and Care. Massachusetts is the #1 state to raise a family, and that's because for 2 decades, you've worked to give every child in Massachusetts a strong start. We know that childcare is so important for kids, moms and dads, educators, businesses, employers, our economy, and you've been about making it more affordable and more available to families. We've added nearly 20,000 childcare seats, supported educators and providers, created a task force to work together to make sure that our littlest learners and their families are getting affordable, high-quality care. Thank you to the team at EEC for everything you do. Here's to 20 more years of making Massachusetts the best place to live, work, and raise a family.
Hi everyone, it's Amy Kershaw. I'm the Commissioner for the Massachusetts Department of Early Education and Care, and this month we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the creation of this department. I am so excited to be joined today by our Secretary of Education, Pat Tutwiler. So Secretary Tutwiler, you have become an amazing advocate for early education and care. Can you tell us why?
Sure. It's simple and very straightforward. I'm a big believer in the research, right? And the research tells us how important those early education experiences are. For students and young people, absolutely. We also know what it does for families. And so we're talking about shaping the future, and it starts with early education. Transforming to becoming an advocate was an easy thing because the research is so incredibly rich and deep in support of that sector.
Thank you. Multi-generation interventions that support our K-12 outcomes. And what's something you're excited about for EEC and the early education and care sector going forward?
That's a really hard question to answer because there's so many incredible things happening in the sector under your leadership and in partnership with all of the providers in the sector. But I think one thing that I'm super excited about is that the transformation that I've gone through over the past few years, I see other people going through. Legislators, people in the community are starting to understand the importance of this experience, the importance of early education, and it's happening. We see it with our pre-K programming, the Commonwealth Preschool Partnership Initiative. We see it in so many different places. So it is contagious, and I'm excited about the future, what's going to happen.
It is a transformative time for early education and care, in no small part thanks to your leadership. So happy birthday, EEC.
Happy birthday!
Happy 20th birthday, EEC! HCS Head Start is proud to celebrate 20 years of the Department of Early Education and Care, a cornerstone of support for young children, families, and educators across Massachusetts. We would like to give a shout out to our Western Mass office, Erin Kraft and her team, and to the Head Start State Collab office. Here's to the next 20 years of innovation, collaboration, and investing in early education as the foundation of lifelong success. Congratulations, EEC, and we thank you for your leadership.
Happy birthday, EEC, in celebrating 20 years. On behalf of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, I'm Kelly Brown, Chief Operating Officer. And I would like to say thank you to EEC on behalf of Boys and Girls Clubs across the state of Massachusetts, as well as the Massachusetts Alliance. Opportunity is the word that comes to mind when I think of EEC, for programs, families, and staff, as well as opportunities to increase and grow. Thanks to EEC and the EEOST grant, we were able to provide this wonderful building you see behind me. Without EEC and those opportunities, it wouldn't have been possible. Thank you, EEC. I wish you a very happy birthday and many more years of continued collaboration. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Noe Ortega with the Department of Higher Education. I want to wish a happy 20th birthday to our beloved sister agency, the Department of Early Education and Care. We know that a strong foundation in early education fosters a lifelong joy for learning and increases opportunities for our young people. The impact of that foundation is benefiting students on our college campuses today. I'm grateful for our partnership, and I look forward to several more decades of you laying the groundwork for lifelong educational success. Happy 20th birthday, EEC, and here's to 20 more.
Happy 20th birthday, EEC. We are proud to celebrate 20 years of EEC's unwavering commitment to families, to children, and early childhood educators across our communities. Your work has made a lasting difference in the lives of so many. Here's to the next 20 years of growing together, strengthening partnerships, and building brighter futures for our little learners.
Hi, I'm State Senator Jason Lewis. I serve as the Senate Chair of the Joint Committee on Education, and I want to wish everybody at the Department of Early Education and Care a very happy 20th birthday. You know, back in 2005, when the Massachusetts legislature created the department, we were one of the first states to see the importance of having high quality, affordable, accessible early education and child care for all of our young children and families in Massachusetts. And I am so grateful to all of the hardworking staff over the years at the department who have done so much to make Massachusetts a great place to raise a family. Thank you all and happy birthday.
Happy birthday to the Department of Early Education and Care. I cannot believe it has been 20 years since we worked with advocates across the Commonwealth to imagine a state agency dedicated to young children's early education and care. And here we are 20 years later celebrating this important milestone. Congratulations to Commissioner Amy Kershaw and to the entire team at EEC. We value our partnership and look forward to continuing to make progress for young children and families across Massachusetts. So today we are sending you a big wahoo with love from everybody at Strategies for Children, including our board of directors, our 930 callers, our advocacy network participants and alumni, and all the educators and directors working directly with children and families every day. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, EEC, from all of us here at Berkshire County Head Start. Thank you for everything you do to support early education and care across the state of Massachusetts.
Happy birthday, EEC. I'm State Representative Ken Gordon, and I chair from the House side, the Joint Committee on Education. I am so looking forward to continue to work with you, and thank you for all the hard work that we do. I mean, we know that our early education and our child care really creates the underpinnings for everything that we do in Massachusetts. It's what gives kids their initial head start into their educational opportunities. It's a head start that stays with them throughout elementary school, middle school, high school, and throughout their lives. And it's the work that you do that creates these opportunities for people. It's the work that you do that allows Massachusetts to continue to claim that we have among the best educated workforces in the nation. It's been my honor, my privilege to work with you, and I'm excited to continue to work with you.
It's remarkable to me that the Department of Early Education and Care was established just 20 years ago. Throughout my tenure as a state representative, I have witnessed the Commonwealth make tremendous progress in expanding access to high-quality early education, largely due to the collaborative efforts between the legislature and the department leadership over the past 2 decades. Ensuring that every child has access to a strong early learning program has long been a priority for me, and I look forward to continuing our partnership with EEC to advance this critical mission.
Happy 20th birthday, EEC, from the YMCA. We just want to take a moment to wish you a happy birthday on this monumental milestone. Without you, our dozens and dozens of early education programs across all the YMCAs in our state would not have the support and guidance so that we can be the best that we can be for our communities. Because at the end of the day, we are community builders, growing that next generation of confident, happy, productive, strong little minds so they can be our future and continue to grow our community strong. Our hope for you, the Department of Early Education and Care, is to amplify and shine on the values that we all hold dearly together, to get all people to realize that a strong community starts from the ground up. And how do we do that? Well, it starts from nurturing our youngest little minds, the next generation. And we in the early education field, hand in hand with you, EEC, is how we make that happen day in and day out.
Hello, my name is Sharon Scott Chandler, and I'm President and CEO at Action for Boston Community Development. On behalf of all of us at ABCD, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to the Department of Early Education and Care for celebrating 20 years For 2 decades, you all have been on the forefront, a primary force behind providing access, opportunity, and quality across the Commonwealth. And I know that personally because I was on the Board of Early Education and Care for 10 years, and I chaired it for a number of those. As a provider of early education and care through our Head Start and Early Head Start programs, and as the longtime Child Care Resource and Referral Agency, Child Care Choices of Boston, we have expanded opportunities in education for children, families, and providers. Congratulations on 20 years, and we look forward to 20 more. Happy birthday, EEC.
Hi everyone, Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll here, and happy birthday to the Department of Early Education and Care. It's their 20th anniversary, and we're so lucky to have a department solely focused on our littlest learners. We're talking about early ed, child care. We've worked hard to make it more affordable, more accessible. That means support for families, for providers, growing the number of seats, and ensuring we've got high quality early ed opportunities throughout Massachusetts. The way we do things here is as a team, building a strong pipeline to make sure we've got leaders for the next 20 years, starting out with the best intentions possible. Happy 20th birthday to our early ed and care team.